Hello friend, welcome to this lesson on basics of PHP. In this video, we are going to learn about conditional statements in PHP. Like many other programming languages, PHP also allows us to perform different actions based on different conditions. You can use conditional statements to do this. In PHP, we have following conditional statements. First is an if statement. If statement executes some code if the condition is true. The second one is if else statement. If else statement executes some code if condition is true, or it will execute another code if the condition is false. The third one is if else if and else statement. This control statements executes different codes based on two or more conditions. And the last one is switch statement. Switch statements is a control statement that allows to make a decision based on number of choices. Here you can see the syntax for an if condition. We add the condition inside these parentheses, and if this condition evaluates to true, the code inside these curly brackets executes. So I have opened a folder PHP tutorial inside Visual Studio Code, and I am going to create a new file called index.php. In this file, we will use an if statement to compare two numbers and see which number is greater. So I have a variable num1 is equal to 10 and a variable num2 is equal to, for example, 6. And now I'll use an if statement to compare both the numbers. So I'll add if $num1 is greater than $num2, $num1 is. In the browser, I have added this URL localhost/php tutorial, and I will press enter. 10 is greater than 6. Now, what happens if I change this num2 value to 16? Now you can see this if condition will not evaluate to true, but it will evaluate to false, and this statement will not execute. So we need to add an alternative condition that if this statement evaluates to false, then execute this piece of code. So in this case, we use an if-else statement. The syntax for an if-else statement is as follows. Inside an if, a condition is evaluated. If this condition evaluates to true, the code inside this if block will be executed. But if this condition evaluates to false, then the code inside this if block is not executed, but the control goes to this else statement. And the code inside this else code block will be executed. I'm going to add an else and the curly brackets. And here I will write num2 is greater than $num1. Let me save this, and if I refresh this page, you can see the code inside the else block has executed, and you can see 16 is greater than 10. Let us look into if and else if statements. So suppose this num2 is also equal to 10. Now you can see that the first if condition will not be true because num1 and num2 are equal and num1 is not greater than num2, and this else condition will also be not executed because num2 is not greater than num1. So in this case, we need to use an else if condition. The syntax for if else if condition is first we have an if condition. If condition evaluates to true, then the code inside this if block will be executed. And over here you can see I have added a new else if condition, and see there is no space in between else and if. So it is else if, and over here I have a condition. So if this condition evaluates to true, the code inside this else if block will be executed, and if the condition inside this else if evaluates to false, then the code inside this default else block will be executed. And notice one thing, that we don't add a condition with an else statement. Else statement is a default statement that is executed if no other if or else if condition evaluates to true, and we don't need to add any condition over here. Now I'm going to add another condition over here, else if, and our condition is that if num1 is equal to $num2, then we'll show a message $num1 and $num2 are equal. So let us run this program in the browser. If I refresh this page, else if condition has been executed, the num1 and the num2 both are equal. In this video, we learned about the conditional statements in PHP. In the next video, we'll learn about the ternary operator and switch statement. I hope you liked this video. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.